What's up, man? It's your big bro Tren. You tuned in once again to another divine video. And if you're a chosen one, you're watching the right video right now, because don't nothing happen by mistake. Everything happens for a reason. So if you consider yourself a chosen one, then whether you know it or not, you are meant to be rich. All right. You are meant to have prosperity. You meant to be financially free. It's already in your birthright. All right. You're supposed to be well off financially right now. All right. And I'm about to tell you why in this video. And I'm about to tell you some of the things you need to stop doing to open up the access for you to start, receiving this treasure that's already rightfully yours. Okay. Listen, everything that you desire to have is going to be yours if you listen to what I'm going to tell you in this video and you actually start applying it to your life. All right. Just listen to what I got to say in this short video. Stay tuned to the end. Do not forget to subscribe if this message resonate with you. I got something very special for you at the end of this video also. All right. Listen, if you are a believer in God, then you're supposed to be rich. All right. God wants you to have an abundance of everything. All right. I can't recall anybody who God loved in the Bible didn't have a lot of everything. All right. And if you notice, most people who call themselves spiritual people or, believers, or, they call themselves chosen, I can almost guarantee you one of the biggest problems that almost all of them have is that they don't have finances. You ever notice that about super religious or spiritual people? It's like they know everything about your life, but they don't never have any money to give you. They don't never have anything to invest into you financially, right? They can never help you with your dreams. They can never help you with your goals or anything. As a matter of fact, some of them don't even really care about that type of stuff because they know that stuff requires money. And the reason why they don't care about the things that you're trying to do as far as your vision goes is, let's face it, let's keep it real, because they don't know how to make money, period. All right. And you might be in a position right now too, where it's like, yo, you probably got everything else. You probably got the abilities. You probably got the gift, the talent. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a business or something going on right now. And you probably just all out positive person. You probably do your meditations. You probably take your salt bath. You probably got your bracelets on. You know what I'm saying? You doing all the self work. But isn't it funny? Because money is the only thing that you probably don't have like you really want to have it right now. Listen, you watching the right video. I'm about to tell you exactly what you need to stop doing that I stopped doing, and I saw my whole life change, man. As a matter of fact, everybody every other person who I told this, I see their life change too. Even to this day, I be seeing people's lives change when they talk to me on social media or they call me on the phone. They say, big bro, it happened to me. Like, you were right. So listen to what I'm about to tell you in this video. All right. Because if you are a chosen one, you are meant to be rich. And that's why you're watching this video. All right. Now, the first thing you must know is that if you are a chosen one, you will come across a lot of people who don't want you to be well off. All right. You'll come across a lot of people on your journey who don't want to see you better than them. And they'll show you right in front of your face. All right. They don't want you to have money. Okay. They don't want you to live good, but they'll be faking the funk right in front of you and pretending like they're your friend. All right. The first thing you got to do in order to start inviting wealth and money and abundance in your life, because listen, it's knocking at your door. Whether you see it or think it is or not, it's knocking at your door even right now. All right. The first thing you got to do is get away from people who have a poverty mindset. All right. I'm going to say that one more time. I don't know who you hanging around, but they all say, the five people that you hang around the most are the people who actually have a big influence on you. You don't even realize it. Okay. So what you got to do is you got to take yourself away from people, whether that's your friends, it might be your roommate, It might be a girlfriend that you dating, boyfriend, all right? Anybody, all right? Take yourself out of people's life that have a poverty mindset. Basically, they always talking broken needs. They're always talking in lack. They're always talking about how they broke. They're always talking about how bad the economy is. They're always talking about how they need money. Get yourself away from them people, all right? Because these people, whether you know it or not, they influencing you. And you probably don't want to be influenced. But see, if you keep hanging around these type of people, you're going to be thinking the same thoughts that they think, and you're not even trying to think the same thoughts that they think. You're not even trying to live like them. That's the number one reason why most people that's spiritual and most people that are chosen ones do not have any money, is because you're attaching yourself to people who can't do nothing for you. They just talk about things they're going to do. They just talk about what you need to do, but they never do nothing for you. Get away from those people. All right. Here's the next thing you want to do to start inviting wealth, prosperity, and riches in your life. All right. And I know you probably heard this a million times, but you got to get out of the 9-to-5 work job mentality. All right. That's how they get you in the beginning. You know, they tell you get out of high school, go to college, get a job, work for somebody. Think about it. Why do you have to work for somebody when you can work for yourself? Just really think about that. And you know what, folks, you don't want to work for somebody else if you have your own vision in your heart. If you have your own goals that you want to achieve, why should you wake up every single day and go and do something for somebody else? But do you know why you do that? Because you were taught to do that. It wasn't born into you to go do that. It was taught into you to go do that because you seen her do it. You seen them do it. You probably seen some family members do it. And that's what was instilled in you. They taught that to you. Just like how I'm teaching you right now that you are chosen for riches. They taught you chosen to work for somebody. Because that's all most people know is go be just over broke. That's what the abbreviation for job means. Just over broke, meaning you're not going to be broke, but you're just going to have just enough to feel like you're making it in life. And really, folks, to be honest with you, you know, because I used to have a job too, until I did everything that I'm telling you in this video. But a job is never, no matter how much you work, a job is never going to make you rich. No matter how many raises you get, no matter how much bonuses you get, no matter how much vacation time you get, no matter how much is in your 401k, a job is never supposed to make you rich. They just keep you there and give you just enough so you can keep on going with them. That's all they do. Okay. So the first thing you got to start doing to invite riches, because riches and wealth is never going to come into your life as long as you keep that that mentality, as long as you keep that slave mentality to go do something for somebody else that you don't even really want to be doing for a paycheck. Riches is going to be like, man, I can't even go to her. I can't even go to him because, man, they still want to go do stuff for other people. You feel me? Listen, once you start breaking that mentality and start pursuing what you desire to do, riches will start coming to you. Okay, all the money and the tools and the opportunities will start showing up in your life that you always wanted, all because you break the mindset of always go have a job for somebody. That's what I did. I was scared to quit my job. I was scared to start doing what I love to do. But eventually I had to do it. And once I did it, even though I was scared, you know, even though it was times where it looked like I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills, for some strange reason, the universe always gave me the money for some strange reason. It's like something always happened to where I was able to make this bill, or I was able to make this move and pay my car payment. Something always happened so that I can live the life I want to live, because chosen ones are meant to be rich. It's meant to come to you only if you allow it to come to you. All right. I'm going to tell you another thing that you got to do in order to have access to ultimate riches. You got to get out of your everyday habit and routine. Like if you live in the same way this year at this time of the year like you was last year, you're in a habit. It's a habit. Okay? habit. Riches don't come to people who live in it's like a, you know how like the rabbit go around that little circle thing and it just keeps spinning. Riches don't come to you like that. Riches, wealth, prosperity, money, opportunities comes to you when you switch it up a little bit. Okay. If you want different results in your life, you have to switch things that you do. You can't do the same things that you always used to do. You can't go shop at the same places that you normally used to shop at. You can't stay in the same place for all your life and expect to get different results. You feel me? You can't even go to the same little cheap little gas station you go to. You can't keep buying 87 gas because it's just cheap and it's unleaded. Okay, you buy that gas, but guess what? The gas is running out just as much as you fill it up. Why? Because you're thinking in a cheap mindset. All right? I'm going to get into that next, okay? But just keep in mind, if you want to see money start pouring into your life, you got to always be you always got to always be at a different place at a different time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be at a different place at a different time. You got to be doing new stuff, man. New stuff. You know, everybody that know me and, you know, if you've been following me and you've been subscribed to me through all these years, you always have seen that I've always did new stuff all the time. New topics, new locations. I'm always doing something new. You know why? Because for some strange reason, opportunities to make money are always finding you when you're doing something random, something new. Like you run into that friend like who can put you on game, and it's like, wow, if I never would have came here, I would have never met him. I would have never met her. But it's like if you keep doing the same repetitive thing over and over, you're gonna be just like the people who never is able to help you out, broke. And the reason why and the reason why people can never support you, and the reason why they're always broke is because they always do the same thing, but they expect different results, and it never happens. It never happens. Okay? So you got to start doing different things in order to tap into your divine right to be rich. That's how it happens. All right? Moving forward, you also got to get in the mindset of traveling. Okay? I can't stress this enough. The earth is our turf, man. God put this here for me and you. All right. You do not become the rich chosen one by staying in the same damn location that you've been all these past 5 years. It don't work like that. If you want big opportunities, you got to go to where the opportunity is at. And sometimes the opportunities is not in your community. It's just not in your community. So many people still think that for some strange reason, they're going to become super mega rich, multi-millionaire, billionaire in their same community that they grew up in. It don't work like that. Money moves. Money is just not in one place. You got to go to where it's at. You see what I'm saying? Chosen ones are meant to be rich. You got to get in the mindset of travel. When you travel, it expands your mindset because you get to see many different things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I've traveled a lot in my time, but I ain't traveled the way I want to. That's why I just recently got my passport, because I want to do more traveling. See, some people travel, but they don't do as much as they can. All right? You can't just stay here. You got to go there. Don't just stay there. Go to here. Don't just stay here. Go to over there. You know what I'm saying? Travel. The birds travel. You see what I'm saying? Big time celebrities, famous people, iconic people, they always on the go. They never you see them on Instagram and you see them on your Twitter. They always in different places all the time. In Spain, Tokyo, Portugal, Turks and Caicos, Virgin Islands, California, Hollywood, New York. When I look at one of my favorite actresses, when I look at Tracy Ellis Ross, she's always somewhere different posting pictures. And that's what makes people rich. When you go different places and see different faces, and you start to, it makes you more intelligent. It makes you know how to move around more and how to do business deals and stuff like that. Why? Because you going to different places and you see different things all the time. And it makes you know exactly what money look like because you've been to so many different places. You see what I'm saying? So it expands your consciousness. It makes you more rich when you just do something different that you never did before. When you go somewhere that you've never been before. I can almost guarantee you when you start traveling, you will make more money. I can almost guarantee. Matter of fact, I do guarantee you that. But again, think about most people. Think about your coworkers. Think about your friend girl. They never gonna have more than what they have now. Why? Because they are always afraid to go outside of the box. They are always afraid to simply just travel. They'll rather sit back and watch TV and watch somebody else travel. Not me. I'm doing the same thing that people did on TV. I'm going to do what they do. How about you? Somebody comment below and say, I'm going to travel too. And get your passport, man. Get a passport. If people have to, don't get no passport. It's dangerous over there. This and that. Woo, woo. Don't get your passport. Them flights. People, like, once again, folks, that's the first thing I told you. You're going to always be around people with a broke mindset. And they're going to always try to talk you out of what God is trying to do for you. Stop listening to them. All right. Which takes us into the last one. All right. If you want to, chosen one, if you want to become very, very prosperous, all right, stop focusing on other people. Focus on you. You can't help other people. They got to learn how to help themselves. They got this. I hope that they serve the same God you serve. They can do the same thing by God's power that you doing, by your power in your hands. Stop feeling like you are responsible for everybody around you. You're not here to do God's work other than what He's doing through you. Okay? Sometimes you can't help people. They got to help themselves. They got to stop being lazy. You know what I mean? They got to start thinking for themselves. They got to start doing their own research. They got to start studying. They got to start doing the right things with their life. You feel me? And then they'll start seeing different results. But don't let them put it on you. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what are you going to have for yourself? What are you going to have for your kids? If you keep giving all of your time and your valuable time to other people, stop focusing on other people. Some people have no life, folks. Sorry to say that, but some people have no life. And beware of the scammers out there, folks. There's a lot of people out there using my name, Tren Genius, and creating fake profiles, just trying to be me, just to talk to you and live my life. Who knows why? But again, folks, like, there are so many people who spend all of their time focusing on other people's lives. And guess what? They ain't even doing nothing in their own life. So when you are focused on yourself, you will find that people are nosy as shit. Okay? People will be all in your business. They be all in your personal life, trying to figure out who you're dating, trying to figure out who you're sleeping with, trying to figure out what you're doing today. It's so many people that are so bored and they have nothing else to do but to be focused on you. They are entertained off of your life. Stop focusing on them. Ladies, especially, stop focusing on other ladies. Half of y'all spend all y'all time worried about another woman's photos. Put that energy back into yourself. You ain't got time to be sitting around what somebody else doing. You ain't got time to be jealous of nobody. People that's jealous, they have nothing to do but be worried about other people. You cannot get jealous if you worry about yourself and you're doing your own thing and you stay in your own lane. You won't get jealous. But notice, jealous people are always jealous. You know why? Because they're so focused on what somebody else doing that they don't even do nothing for themselves. So they get all, I don't like that. Why don't they like that? Because they constantly looking at you. They have no life. So with that being known, don't focus your time studying people. Who cares what the hell they doing? They're not paying your bills. They're not feeding you, putting food on your stomach. They're not buying you drinks. You understand? So if you do all these things, I can guarantee you'll start to see a much more richer lifestyle. I can guarantee your finances will begin to stabilize. Your finances begin to increase. Man, wealth will start running to you. Opportunities for advancement, for money making, it'll come to you. But you got to break out of all these mindsets that was taught to you, that was, that you picked up along the way. Those were just survival tactics that people had to teach you, that you had to learn on the way. But now if you are awakened, now if you consider yourself the chosen one, you got to understand that that's no longer useful. Now you got to step outside the box. Now you got to step outside your comfort zone. Now you got to go different places. You know, now you got to leave people alone. Cut them off. Who cares? They not doing nothing for you. They can't even pay your bill. Can they pay your house payment? No. Leave them alone. They don't need you. I mean, you don't need them. So with that being said, if you do these things, chosen one, I can guarantee you, man, you will become rich. You'll start to vortex your money. And this is why I've always been teaching y'all on my channel, vortex your money. Get my money vortex. If you ain't got it yet, it's in the comment section. I'm not going to say nothing else about it. All right. But I told you, if you stayed to the end, I got something very special for you. Now, this is the last day, since it's the end of the month. The deal for the collagen peptides, Irish sea moss, and the sea moss gel. If you want the deal on these two products, I've been using them faithfully, okay? You already gonna see that little dent I done put in my sea moss gel because I'm already eating that, all right? This is for smoothies and stuff like that. This is for like just taking 2 tablespoons a day. I done already put a dent in the top of it. I'm telling y'all gonna see me, it's gonna run out. And then I'm gonna do like I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get me another one. Okay, so make sure you get your sea moss and nutrients inside your body, man, so you can start living more healthy, fulfilled lifestyle. And again, attracting wealth and prosperity into your life. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave me a comment below. It's your big bro Tren, man. Again, folks, beware of the scams out there that's trying to portray to be me, folks. You know what I'm saying? Don't give nobody no money, not unless, you know, you hear my voice personally through a voice message or something like that. All right. Then you know for a fact it's me. All right. Other than that, man, love you. God bless. Remember, chosen ones are meant to be rich. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.